मूली और बाजरा की रोटी। Hi, I'm Anupa and I welcome you to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana, and let's do another very healthy recipe. Let's make mooli or bajre ki roti. Mooli, which means radish, and bajra is one kind of a millet. Very healthy, and this combination is just too good. So we'll quickly run through the ingredients. We need grated white radish, millet or bajra flour, chopped coriander leaves, chopped onion, chopped green chilies, amchur powder, ginger garlic paste, red chili powder, garam masala, salt and some oil. So to begin with, what I have here is grated radish. So after the radish is grated, you have to mix in some amount of salt in this. So in the entire recipe, if we are adding about 2 teaspoons of salt, in this case you will add about 1 teaspoon of salt to the radish and mix it well. So what happens when radish and salt come in contact with each other, it starts leaving moisture. But this is something that happens with all vegetables. Whenever you add salt to it, say tomatoes, cucumber, onions, or for that matter even radish, it will leave water. You see this? There's a lot of moisture that the radish has left, and we need this to knead the dough. We are not going to add any excess water. We are going to use the moisture that the radish has left, and that is only possible if you put salt. What happens when you make mooli ka paratha is you grate radish and you squeeze off the water. And if you mix in salt in that, you'll again find it leaving water. So in this case, we just have to put salt in the beginning itself, and we will mix all of this into the millet flour. So let's take a bowl, and now in this we will add radish. In this we'll add some onions. This is an extremely tasty recipe. Coriander, green chilies, we'll add some amchur powder, ginger garlic paste, red chili powder, garam masala powder, half a teaspoon of salt, because we've already added some of it in the radish when we grated it. So in this case, salt will be less. So now all you have to do is add in the bajra atta. So first we'll add little, and we have to use our hands to knead it well. So that is only possible if you do it this way. Alternately, you can also use a food processor to make this dough. You see this, we haven't added any water, but the dough is getting formed, and it is not very difficult because bajra doesn't have any form of gluten. You see this, the dough is ready. Another advice I would like to give you here is that do not make the dough and keep. In case you've made the dough, finish it off immediately, because the more you leave the dough, the radish is going to leave more moisture. What will happen? The dough will become extremely sticky, and you will have to keep on adding dry flour to this. So this is it. This is just perfect. We'll keep the dough aside. Okay, so to begin with, we'll first take one portion of this dough. Okay, so after we've taken a portion of the dough, make sure you make it into a nice round ball, and at the same time we've also kept a tawa here which is getting heated. Dust some dry bajra flour, and before you start, as far as possible, try and spread the dough like this between your palm so that it's easier for you to roll. Okay, so after you have spread this, we'll dust some bajra atta, and very light hands you need to use. Do not press the dough too much or it will stick. There will be a lot of cracks on the edges, but that's fine. Okay, now the tawa is also hot. Okay, in the meanwhile, let's make one more. Take the dough, roll it in dry flour and shape it into a ball first. First, let's see what's happening here. We need to flip this side. Again, be very careful. First, you need to dry roast both the sides, and then we'll smear some amount of oil. Again, same process. Just keep on flattening the dough as much as you can. Let's also see what's happening this side. What I can see is that the bottom side also has got well roasted. So now let's smear some oil, just about 2-3 drops. We haven't added any oil in the dough because it's not needed. Just some oil on top, and we'll flip this. On the other side as well, we'll put some oil. So once this is well roasted, it's good to go. You can serve this with plain yogurt, you can serve it with some kind of a pickle, but make sure you serve this piping hot. So this is mooli or bajre ki roti, very tasty, very healthy. Make this recipe just the way I have made it and you'll be very happy.